Hello and welcome back to DRG News. Sorry for the lateness of this, but frankly, I know you're not too concerned. It's really not an emergency. It's something that we know and expect on a rota. At this point, or I would say at least. Well, I can't remember when the first Easter was actually. Either way, it's a Great Egg Hunt 2024. The preview, obviously, don't actually do. The event going live, in my opinion, isn't news. That is an piece of information that is kept within these posts anyway. So really not worried about that. Now, I do want to try and keep this brief because I actually want to talk about these events in a more general sense because there's something that you would notice if you looked at the Steam comments on this post, and I want to get into those a little bit. Mainly just look at some examples and then try and make a point about something. Either way, I'm here for the news first and foremost. So let's get into it. Hello, miners. Hope you're hungry for eggs because it's almost egg time. Right. That's right. The Great Egg Hunt returns to 2024, and the forecast calls for a 100% chance of eggs. But that's not all. Deep Galactic employees will also receive the unique opportunity to complete extra unpaid work on behalf of the company. The Egg Extravaganza begins on Thursday, 21st of March at 13 o'clock Central Eastern Time. Let's crack it open and see what's inside. So this was roughly also when we would be streaming as well, next Thursday or Friday. But it will only be one of them. A fresh hat with a fresh egg. They say you've got to break a few eggs to make an omelette, but what they don't want you to know is that you don't have to break an egg to make a fun hat. During the event, you'll have access to the limited time Great Egg Hunt assignment. Get that done, and you'll earn yourself a cash reward crafting resources in the new basket case headpiece. There it is. Absolute nonsense as usual. And that's kind of the point of what in a minute. Collect last year's fashion. Were you absent during previous egg hunts and unable to collect their seasonal styles? Fret not. We're bringing back a veritable goodie basket of vintage egg hunt looks, available through the last year's spring fashion assignment. Complete it, and the whole lot's yours forever. Brilliant. Double performance point bonus, as expected, although this is one of the better ones. Some nincompoop at Longbeard Freight has fumbled a shipment of mechanical spring bunnies, and now they've scattered throughout the caves of Hoxie's. Management wants them back. Why, you ask? Not relevant. You'll pay to dig, not ask questions. Deposit one during the mission, and management will reward you with your whole team. There you go, double performance pass bonus. Not that you need it. The space rig is full of eggs. It wouldn't be the Great Egg Hunt if the space rig wasn't looking like the very picture of springtime festivities. Once the event starts, you'll find the rig dressed up with the charming pastel-tinted lights, darling paper bunny garlands, inflatable carrots, and many eggs. Please observe the eggs from a respectful distance. They're shipping up a dazzling assortment of springtime blossoms. Any blossom-related allergies are the employee's individual responsibility, as we had to cancel sick leave payouts to pay for all these. It all starts on March 21st at 13 o'clock Central Eastern Time. See you soon. With eggs, the Go Ship Crew. So, will there be... For a minute. Will there actually be a prop hunt? Props added. Almost instantly, I would say. It happened sort of last time. Ignore what's going on with the... I don't really know. Happened last time. There was an event. The anniversary event, we got some props added to the prop hunt game mode mini game. And it's something that we already know to expect from this event as well, which is kind of the thing that I want to get into. And there's a very strong... Now, if you were to... Okay, so that was the news. So if you got everything you needed, then you're free to leave, but I want to talk about this sort of subject. If you were to look at the Steam comment on, say, this post, first details for Season 5, you'd find a lot of... A very hefty amount of praise, deserved praise. You'd also find a lot of vitriol, a lot of criticism. In my opinion, it's extremely hyperbolic and extremely troll-esque. Now, it's a bit of a different story, in my opinion, if you were to look at the Steam comments of this, where there are a lot more unsatisfied comments. And in my opinion, I'm starting to understand why. Now, I don't think they're right. I want to point out, I do not think they're actually correct about this. I don't think it's quite fair. But I see where they're coming from. Now, because basically, people kind of can't not perceive these things as taking away from something like Season 5, for example. Yeah, I'm here to tell you that it's not taking away from Season 5. It might take a couple of days to put these events together. They are, for the most part, completely done forever. But people, you still get complaints about them adding in a silly hat to earn from an event that no one really cares about. And yeah, I suppose you can't deny it, but you can deny it when people say taking away from not. But it's still in some people's minds taking away. And that's not a thing that Ghost Ship should want. Is people thinking that they are wasting their time on things like this when they're not. They are using some time, and all time is valuable, but it's not a catastrophic amount of time it's been. So I do want to take a quick look at some of these comments because I think it's genuinely interesting. I mean, that the first one, yeah, thanks for the eggs, but where content? It sounds trivial, you know, that same recycled shit. No season 5, no balls, no eggs. You withheld. Oh, this is the best one. You withheld season 5 from us. The least you could do is give us roll call for free. I mean, that one is kind of relevant. Dead game, shit game, garbage event. Yeah. So you see all this, and there's a lot more of it if you was go for the next few pages. It's sort of it's kind of hard to digest because I think that they're wrong, but you can't stop them from feeling this way. And you literally can't stop them. Ghost Ship have made this dedication to these holiday events that is kind of irreversible. And personally, I wouldn't have put all that effort in the first place. I would have not focused on events like these. I don't think they really do help the game. And I think the double performance point thing is almost an insult at this point. The fact is, the game's not getting many new players during. They don't need double performance points. It seems ridiculous, you know. But these events essentially come out on a rota. You know, they're not taking any effort away from Ghost Ship, really. But still sort of putting a bad taste in some people's mouths. And I don't want to make of that. I was wondering if anyone had any thoughts to share on that. Like, I genuinely find this interesting, and I just find it to be an interesting conundrum. And I doubt Ghost Ship are really thinking about it, but maybe they should, because these people are still your players. They're still your audience. And if they're getting annoyed just because you're putting, you know, a tiny bit of effort into an event that is very trivial, I can't blame them 100%, you know. I think it has a lot to do with the fact that it is very justified. It's kind of just some actual content right now. And they are working on actual content. They're working on very well chosen bits of content. You know? Season 5 is for the most part a very, very well thought out update. Very well thought out large update. And it's gonna be great. I'm really confident about it. But it's been so long since real content was added to the game. Real tangible content that people can sink their teeth into. It's been so long, and it's been too long. And yeah, season 4 was technically that, but it was also missing the most important parts, which is really tangible equipment additions and gameplay additions. Missions, biomes, weapons, overclocks, even warnings. You know, we're getting mission type and we're getting new overclocks finally. And it's going to be great. It's just, you know, it's been so long, and yet people see this and they think that's what Ghost Ship are doing with their time. And it's, for the most part, it's just not. And I do wonder if anyone is watching. I doubt any members of Ghost Ship are watching. I think they know what, you know, I kind of do now at this point with these videos. They don't really need to see them. They know that it's just me reading, you know, the post out verbatim. But I hope one of them sees this, because I think it's a really interesting thing, just in general, and I want to know what people think. I think I'm going to stop myself there. It is very late. The reason why this is late is because I was actually at the cinema, seeing Dune Part 2. Was fantastic. Who knows? I might review it on the channel. But either way, as always, I hope you enjoyed. Hope this is a useful video. If you want to see more videos like this, please make sure you subscribe and click the bell. By which I mean, if you want to stay on top of everything to do with Deep Rock Galactic, or then you subscribe and you've got to hit that bell, because we're the #1 news source. Either way, that's it. The Great Egg Hunt starts on the 21st of March at 13 PM Central Eastern Time. We'll see you there. Okay, that's it, guys. You come up. Alright? No, Saturday. Whatever.